Grey has me like in a literal chokehold. Like, hey chapter besties, welcome to another vlog. This is going to be a few reading days in my life. I have no idea what we're going to get into, what's going to happen. I don't know, but I know that we are headed to the cafe to do some bookish work. I need to edit a video because I just filmed like a book haul video, and I have my Kindle and I have my what do you call that thing, a regular copybook that I'm still reading from another vlog. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna read in this vlog. This is just kind of like a realistic reading week starting on a Thursday at almost 2:00 p.m. So yeah, we'll see what we get into and how this turns out. I'm about 30% into Ledge, which is the first book in the Domino Effect series, and it basically trickles from the Eisenberg Effect, I think that's what it's called, series by Grey Huffington. So that series follows the siblings Luca, Lyric, and Lake, and then Liam, the father's story, is told, and that's how we segue into Ledge's story. And when I tell y'all, this series, these two series, Grey has me like in a literal chokehold. Like, I don't know what to do. I cannot focus on any other book right now. Like, I'm just wrapped up in this. And this book, these books, they have, all of them have had one of my favorite tropes in there, and I don't want to tell it because it kind of like gives it away. It's not important, but I just don't want to be that person. So yeah, I am super excited to get into this. I just found out that she has another series coming out with the cousins of the Domino Effect. So listen, I'm probably gonna be reading a book from Grey for a couple of books of hers for the rest of my life, because it's just like the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, that's what we're reading. I'm also currently still in the process of reading The House of Eve, which was a part of another vlog, but I never finished it. That is going really, really good. Yeah, so that's just where we're at with reading. I'm gonna clean my kitchen up a little bit, and then I'm going to finish out with Ledge's story, because like I said, I cannot put it down. So basically that book follows Ledge and Halo. And Halo, oh my goodness, my heart is like really broken, because Halo has gone through a lot. Like, it's trigger warnings all throughout this book. And this book is probably gonna be 5 stars because it's deeper. It's 10 times deeper than the other books with Lyric, Luca, and Lake, like 10 times deeper. And Halo, she's like really, really triggered by things. Like, she's had just like a tough childhood, and she has a one-night stand with Ledge after her friend convinces her to go out, because she's like a hermit. She doesn't go out because her trauma is so large. Like, it runs that deep to the point where she's a hermit. She does not go out. So her friend convinces her to go out, and she meets Ledge at his bar. They end up having a one-night stand. Well, the story picks up 8 months later with Ledge's mom passing away, him meeting his father for the first time after 35 years. He has siblings, he has sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, he has nieces, he has nephews, and it's just a lot. And I have a feeling this is gonna give like a really, really good slow burn, which I'm starting to fall in love with. You scare me.
Sorry. Got a lot.
Yeah, so I'm starting to really, really fall in love. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I'll touch base with you guys when I have something to say about the book. of in the middle of Ledge still. Oops. And I'm reading The House of Eve as well, and I've been back and forth between those books all day. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna need something stupid and silly to read. It's Friday evening about 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna need something stupid to read after this, because not stupid, but just something more like chill and fluffy, like vibes like that, because this is very heavy for a romance. Like, this girl, Halo in Ledge, she has gone through it. And the patience that Ledge has with her is just astounding. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, let's chat. Cause I finished Ledge today, right? And when I tell y'all, that book was so good. Ledge is literally book bay, like top tier 100%. So I told you guys Halo has a condition or whatever. It's Saturday, by the way, about 1 o'clock. And so Halo has like this condition or whatever, and Ledge is like extremely patient with her in this process. Like, just, he exemplifies like the patience of Job with like nurturing her feelings, like caring for her emotions, just like everything that he's doing and emotions that he makes, like he's doing for her. And it's so beautiful to see. Like, it's a super duper slow burn. One of the other things that I love about this book is the found family in it. Now, mind you, while he's going through nurturing her, he has a lot of stuff going on with him as well. Like, he just found out how him and his twin brother were conceived. He's meeting a new family. He has a business that's trying to get off the ground. Like, he has a lot going on. And then he meets this girl who has just like completely just turned his world upside down, but she has this condition, right? So yeah, he has a lot going on. The found family in this, whether it's found or blood, like just really makes my heart warm, because you don't really see it often in books. And I'm so big on found family. Like, your family is not always your blood. Those are the people that just, you know, it was just aligned that way. But there's people that you meet along the way that have more impact on you than your own blood. And so found family always makes me feel really good inside. So yeah, I said I was going to read something else today, but I just have to move on to his brother-in-law. I think this is like the last book, and then it goes into Ledge and Law's cousins on their mama side. So I think that's Malachi. I didn't really dig too deep into it, but I'm pretty sure Malachi from Grey Huffington is Ledge and Law's cousin on the mama side. So all of this is on the daddy side. I highly recommend y'all read Grey Huffington's the Eisenberg Effect series and the Domino Effect, starting with Luca. Go to Lyric, go to Lake, go to Liam, go to Ledge, go to Law. Like, just go down. It's totally worth it. I know they say her books are a little bit wordy, and Luca, the Eisenberg really was wordy, but after a while you get kind of used to it. So for me, Ledge was not that wordy. Like, I was wanting those details and stuff. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. That's the only thing that I will say about like negative reviews, that it's not really a negative, especially if you love details and stuff, but it got a little too detailed for, you know, just a little bit, but not so much to the point where I had to DNF it, or I couldn't put it down. Like, I was so engulfed in the story and in the characters that it consumed me. And these characters, even as wild as Lake, and I know Law is gonna be, like, the characters were so lovable. Like, on the inside, they had so much love for their family, and I love to see it, y'all. So anyway, before we tap into Law and then read some more of the House of Eve, I'm going to put up these books on the bookshelf. I have some books that I want to take that I don't like, that I want to take to give to the Goodwill or something. I just don't want them on here anymore. They were just so silly to me. So anyway, we're gonna organize this and go from there. do have October is coming up really soon, and I do have a TBR that I want to get into. I definitely want to read The Reformatory, King of Ashes. I definitely need to get into The Nightingale. I want to get into Night Quiet Dead, Junie. So there's a whole slew of books on my October TBR, and I need to make sure that I am getting into it. So anyway, these books I am going to take to either like the Goodwill or something like that. My lips are chapped. Anyway, so I did not like My Sister the Killer. I just thought it was a waste of time. I did not like the character, the female main character in The Paper Palace. So yeah, this I tried to get into. It's a fantasy and it just was not working out for your girl. So I was like, you got to go, you got to go, you got to get out of here, okay? And then What a Match and Make a Scene by Mimi Grace, they were just okay. Not enough for me to like keep around and feel like I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm gonna get rid of those. And then Peace Over, this is a faith book, but it wasn't like the type of faith book that I thought it was gonna be. And then we have The X-Files. It was just okay, but like I said, it wasn't one of those books where I would just want to keep on my shelf and be like, oh, I would read this again. Like, absolutely not. So when we go out later, me and my husband are going to take these over there. I'm going to go chill out on the couch for a little bit and read The House of Eve because I want to get through as much as I can with that. And then we will see what we get into later. I am so excited to be like reading books that I enjoy and getting into like a series. I'm one of those people where I cannot, when I get invested in characters, if they have a series, your girl is giving it her all. And I literally have been on my Grey Huffington bag since I read Luca a week ago. It's the craziest thing ever. So I need to refocus because I at least want to get The House of Eve finished. Even though I love that book. That book is really good. I'm starting to I'll touch base with that when I get back on the couch. But I love Grey Huffington. She's a fan of mine, or I'm a fan of hers, and yeah, we're gonna ride until the wheels fall off. So I can't wait to just finish out the series and then tap into Malachi. But I'll probably give it a break, a rest for a minute, because I have, like I said, I have other books that I really want to get into. Books that I didn't make for the summer, like The Summer Storms. I didn't get to do that. That was July book of the month. Beach read, I didn't get to do that. Promise and Sunshine, and I'm one of those people, I read on mood. So if I feel like a summer romance in the middle of winter, your girl is gonna read a summer romance. Like, that's just it. So yeah, all right, I'll touch base with y'all. The House of Eve follows two women, Ruby and Eleanor, and basically one lives in, I think Ruby is living in South Philly or Philly, and Eleanor is in college in Washington DC at Howard University. And so they're not far apart. If you know, I'm from that area, so they're not far apart at all. I have family in the DMV. I was born and raised 45 minutes in South Jersey outside of Philly, so I am familiar with the area. They're not far from each other at all, and so their worlds collide, and I'm just getting to the point of how I'm figuring out how their worlds are going to collide. Eleanor, they're such sweet characters. Eleanor is involved with she's dealing with colorism, so she's like kind of dark skinned, and her significant other, her husband, is light skinned, and they end up getting married, and the family is like the uppity Negroes from back in the day. Like, they're about color, class. She's dealing with all of that, and so something traumatic keeps happening to her, and she just kind of feels like unworthy at this point. And then we have Ruby, who is a teenager who is dealing with feelings of the opposite race. And so obviously back in these times in the 1940s, this was unacceptable. It was frowned upon, and so she's dealing with that. And so something happens with her to where it kind of shakes up her world. Both women are really strong. They have like good ambitions. Like, they're just ambitious Black women, and just life has happened to them to kind of put not deter, but put an obstacle in their way that they have to overcome. So that's where we're at. I am on page 203, chapter 23. So I want to get as far as I can today without picking up law. It's gonna be hard. We're gonna try to get as far as we can in this book today. Been one eternity later. It's Monday. I have not touched base with you guys in 48 hours, it feels like, since Saturday, and I didn't even really talk to y'all. That was just more of like b-roll. So I've been gone so long to there's a hair in my mouth. Sorry. I've been gone so long that I finished Law's book. Yeah, that's how long I've been gone. I did a deep dive into it. That book was so full of drama. So it follows, it's the second book in the Domino Effect series, and it follows Ledge's twin brother, Law. And if you've been following me over the last few vlogs, I've been heavily engrossed in the Eisenberg series by Grey Huffington, and this is the crossover. The Domino Effect series crosses over. The first two books have to do heavily with Eisenberg, so I highly recommend, if you do tap into that, read Ledge and Law's story too, because it'll bring it to a complete close almost. And so I finished Ledge in this vlog, and then I started Law. Never updated you guys on what was happening. Law is Lake, who was in the Eisenberg series, on steroids. Like, this man is legit psycho, like cuckoo, absolutely 1000% crazy, like to the point where he's unhinged. Like, I don't even know how unknown caller. I don't even know how Clue has dealt with him. But anyway, so it follows Clue, and Clue is her, I really didn't connect with her as much as I thought I would because of her profession and like her get money attitude. Like, I would have rather saw, she was guarded because her heart was broken, and I would have rather saw her story a little bit more, like her past a little bit more brought to the light, because it didn't really connect with why she was really the way that she was. It felt like it was extreme as to why she was the way that she was, as opposed to like really digging into her past and understanding what made her this way, or why is she so guarded. It was just like her ex treated her like crap, and okay, we all done got treated like crap. Everybody's not guarded. Like, what really transpired to make her like that? So I would have wished that she had dug into that just a little bit more. I will say that Clue was lovable at the same time. I didn't connect as much as I would have liked to, but she was still super duper lovable. Then there was Law. So Clue and Law, they are related to Lake and Baisley, which is book number 3 in the Eisenberg series. Clue is Baisley's first cousin, and Law, like I said, is Ledge's twin brother. And so they kind of meet and have this one night stand, but they don't know who each other, they don't know that they are connected in a major way, like at all. They have no freaking clue who is connected. The banter between Law and Lake is really, really good. I love Law and Lake. I would just read a book on Law and Lake's like business, because they are so funny when they get together, like the dialogue and everything like that. So yeah, it follows Law, and Law is I'm still asleep from yesterday, y'all. So Law is a playboy, and I mean, he is playboy, and he done found himself into a situation where he can't get out of it. And so this is where the drama ensues. Nothing but drama. It's giving Young and the Restless. It's giving Bold and the Beautiful. It's giving Passions, like drama to the Guiding Light, like all the soap operas, but just in a more urban and better way. It's giving all the drama. I mean, this book kept you on your toes. It got to the point where I was up till like up late just reading because I could not put it down. Like I literally had to force myself, like, put this book down, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, and in the ending, it was just a nice close to the Eisenberg family. So Malachi, Mike, Miko, whoever, all the M's, they have M names. All of them are Lake and Legend's cousins on their mom's side. So that's how the series, and they're dominoes too. So that's how the series will continue. But I'm going to take a break because I feel like I've closed the Eisenberg chapter. So I'm going to take a break and try to continue on with some of the books that I want to finish by the end of October, because it is the 29th and I really want to finish this. I may want to start like a little short novella. I don't know. But yeah, my focus for the next however long it's going to take me to finish this is going really, really good too. Don't sleep on this. Just because I got sucked into the Eisenberg effect, don't think that this book is not giving top tier vibes. For sure, it's heartfelt, it's triggering a little bit. I'm gonna come back and see if I want to say what I want to say. I don't think it will give anything away, but it's triggering to some aspects. If you have dealt with infertility, this can be triggering for you in any capacity. Whether you had a child and then you can't get pregnant, whether you can't get pregnant at all, whether you done had a miscarriage, whether you done had a baby and lost. I mean, it's triggering all around. So I would warn you that, but it's such a heartfelt story and I just know it's going to be 5 stars. I can tell you that right now off the rip. So yeah, I am going to go run some errands real quick and then we'll see what we can get into. Don't be surprised if we end up at the bookstore, okay? Don't be surprised, I warned you. It's been a few days and I'm still trucking through the House of Eve. This book is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love books that make me, historical fictions that make me want to do research on, like, is this a true story, you know, or is this kind of not necessarily a true story, but did things like this happen? And I know they did, but it just made me want to just like research people's actual stories about this, like as far as I'm trying to figure out if I can say this or not, as far as women being sent off. I'm having a hard time and struggling with how these women in this book are portraying sin and making it seem like fornication is just this greatest sin ever. And it's like, no, a sin is a sin. There is no big sin, there is no little sin. If you're sinning, you're sinning, and that's it. And so I was like a little frustrated with that. Not to the writer, you know, the author of the book or anything, but just like, you know, just in general, just like, hello people, like, what do you mean? But this book is so good. It's really making me want to just like dig into history and stuff like that. And I think that's the power of a good historical fiction book. Like, is it going to make you want to learn more about a particular topic? And that's how I felt about I think this book is called Before We Were Yours by Lisa Wingate. That book was really good. It was about like shanty boats and stuff like that. Just simply amazing, to the point where I did like my own little research on it. So I'm having a feeling that this is going to be the same for this book. Yeah, so it's Wednesday and it's 3 p.m. I'm going to try to finish as much of this as possible. I'm also in the process of reading A Family Reunion or something like that on the Kindle. It's the sequel to Lucinda Berry's The Perfect Child. Once I get into that later on tonight, then I'll talk about that, because that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, yeah, so this is, you know, a reading week or reading few days, whatever you want to call it, in my life. It's kind of chaotic, but this is the real what's going on when I'm not doing like a themed reading week. This is what it looks like I'm all over the freaking place. So I'll be back when I'm back. So it has been quite a whirlwind with this vlog. It is Sunday. This vlog has been very chaotic, but this is a realistic week in my life. I'm just getting back home from out of town, but we did finish the House of Eve. I absolutely loved the ending of the House of Eve. It was so heartfelt, so the way that Ruby and Eleanor's stories were told separately and how they actually came together. Oh, I cannot wait to tap into Sadika Johnson's Yellow Wife. Like, if I wasn't on a no by October, I would definitely go get it right now, because when I tell y'all the way the House of Eve ended, it was just beautiful to me. If you read it, you know. And I can't really say too much about this historical fiction, but just like my feelings about how I felt at the ending of the book and when I was reading their stories, like just how powerful the women were, just everything of how they came together at the end. Just it fits so beautifully. It fits so beautifully that I just sitting reflecting on it is just, it gives me chills. So anyway, we're gonna end this vlog. We're gonna start a new vlog tomorrow, Monday. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be something. The next vlog y'all probably see probably will be me doing like swapping my pages for how many times I picked up my phone. Hopefully it's not too much. But yeah, hopefully we can get into that and start that tomorrow, and that will be the next vlog you guys see. So yeah, I'm gonna end it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this chaotic, realistic week in my life. It's a long 7 days, but we're done and we're here. We read a few books in this vlog, talked about a few of my feelings towards it, and yes, I highly recommend The House of Eve. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Shoot.